ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता।
And of course, Banujan, we told you we have a special guest coming on the air today. As you know, September is a special month for everybody out here because we're going to have our beloved Prime Minister here in the Bay Area.
That is right, Banujan. हमने आपको बोल दिया था, mark your calendars for September because there's going to be a historic one-of-a-kind event that's going to happen. And to tell us a little bit about the event, we have Mr. Ram Madhavji, who's actually the National General Secretary of the BJP, who is joining us live on the air right now, Banujan, to talk to us a little bit about what's going to be happening at that event and what you can look forward to from Prime Minister Modi. So let's go on and welcome Ram Madhavji.
Madhavji, namaste. Welcome to the Pam Pam Show.
Namaskar and thank you.
Arey, sir, thank you so much. I know it's a busy schedule out there for you guys, with all the planning and everything going on out there, but really appreciate the fact that you took the time to actually come on our show and talk to our bandhus out here.
Thank you.
We wanted to ask you, Madhavji, ki, historically, most of the Indian Prime Ministers who have come here have always gone mostly to the East Coast.
Yeah, and then gone back.
Yeah, and gone back. So, but we want to, first of all, we want to thank your entire organization, and we also want to thank Modi ji for choosing the Silicon Valley to come here and speak to our bandhus here. So, we want to ask you, what was the reasoning behind that, and how did you come up with that idea?
You see, it is really unfortunate that the Indian leadership has not opted earlier to visit Silicon Valley. Everybody in America, including the American political leadership, government leadership, they acknowledge this fact that half of the Silicon Valley is basically run or controlled by the Indians. So it's a great matter of pride for every Indian here that our people have done so much there for not just the US but also for the entire world in IT industry. So we thought that a visit by our Prime Minister to the West Coast and especially to San Francisco and also especially more importantly to the Silicon Valley area where we have a large number of Indians in general and IT professionals in particular are located. And let Prime Minister go there and our government is embarking on major technology-driven development initiatives. For example, the Digital India campaign, the Skill India campaign. These are all very important campaigns that are going to transform India from the present state into a very well-developed country. And in that, IT, the technology is going to play a very important role. Prime Minister is coming and is reaching out to people in the West Coast, IT professionals and others, and going to invite them to join this great initiative in India.
Wonderful. In fact, I should thank, of course, the Prime Minister and also you, the whole team actually choosing us over here to come to this place and giving us the opportunity to host the Prime Minister here in the Silicon Valley. So, Madhavji, tell us, what does the Prime Minister hope to achieve with this upcoming event in Silicon Valley?
You see, Prime Minister engages with the diaspora community wherever, in whichever country he goes. For example, he is visiting the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi and Dubai in next 2-3 days. He is engaging with the blue-collar workers, a large number of them who come from India, who go from India and work in the industry and other projects there. He is going to interact with about 50,000 of them. The mission of our Prime Minister is, when he goes abroad, it's not just to meet with the political leadership there or the business leadership there, but also to directly engage with the community, because community is our pride, but also community is our responsibility. So our Prime Minister, he engages with all cross-sections of our community, the IT professionals on the West Coast and the blue-collar workers in Dubai. So the idea is that we should actively engage with our community, create a unity in the community, but also invite them to become partners in India's development dream, India's development story.
Right, absolutely. So, sir, we wanted to actually ask you, I know that you mentioned that the Prime Minister's main objective is to engage with the community and to talk to them. We want to know from the community in India as well as internationally, what kind of a response have you seen to this initiative that has been taken by the Prime Minister's office?
See, in the last 1 year, this new dimension that has been added to our diplomacy, namely engaging with community at a very large scale, has really helped us in establishing a strong, I would say, number one, emotional connect, but number two, a strong physical connect between the diaspora community and the motherland and the country India per se. Today, a large number of these community members, Indian community members, feel more emotionally connected with India, and a large number of them, very interestingly, have started looking at how they can help India grow, how they can help India develop. Today, thanks to our Prime Minister's efforts, our FDI inflows are increasing very fast. In last 1 year, the rise of FDI inflows in India has gone up by 165%.
Wow.
And our tourist inflows are, making enormous rise. 20% additional tourist inflows have started. And a large part of it is courtesy diaspora community also. It's not just about foreigners. Even diaspora Indians have started showing more interest in India and its development story. And that is a very welcome achievement, very major achievement in last 1 year.
Wonderful.
That's great news, actually. And of course, Bandhus, we're actually talking to Sri Ram Madhavji. He's the General Secretary of BJP and also one of the key people of organizing the event over here in the Bay Area, guys, in September.
That's right. When Prime Minister Modi is going to be addressing the entire Bay Area community, Bandhujan, it's going to be happening at the SAP Center in San Jose. We'll give you information as to how you can register for it. If you are a member of an organization, please remember that the deadline for registration of organizations to attend this event is this weekend. It's going to be happening on August 16th. They're going to close registrations for organizations. But if you're an individual, the registrations will open after that. So please make a note of it. pmmodiincalifornia.org is the website. But we wanted to ask you, sir, one main question is when Modi ji is going to be, when the Prime Minister is going to be addressing the masses here, what are some of the key points that he would be focusing on? And, how can the Bay Area community give back to our motherland?
Rani, you see, I can't, predict what Honorable Prime Minister is going to say there. But I can certainly give you an idea about what is happening, about which he would certainly try and inform the audience in San Francisco. Under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, India is transforming very fast into a developed nation. He is trying to change the entire Indian narrative. India is on the path of great development course. We are very fast progressing. You will soon find India as a very skilled nation. India is a young nation with millions and millions of youngsters. Now we are on a major course of skilling them. Now we are using digital technology. You will find India to be digital India very soon. We are embarking on a major cleanliness campaign. You will see what we call a Swachh Bharat very soon, a clean and hygienic India. Contrast it with the image that foreigners get about India as a perhaps a dirty, unclean place. It is going to be transformed into a clean India. Many such major initiatives. We are embarking on a major ambitious project of completely uprooting poverty. It's not just alleviation, it's elimination of poverty is what we are embarking on. Towards that, we are launching a major project called Make in India. Come and invest in India to start industry so that Indians get employment. In all these initiatives, India's face is going to change in next 5 years. I'm sure our Honorable Prime Minister, when he goes there, he will give this dream of his, this initiative of his to the people of the West Coast and invite them to join his in this great endeavor.
Wonderful. I think, in fact, thank you for that. A little bit of insight of what could be looking forward to at that event. But I did have one question, Madhavji. So, though we live away from India, we're very concerned about what's happening in India for sure because our roots are from India. And I had a question about this initiative which Modi ji has embarked on, trying to going all over the world, meeting all the Indians all over the world. How has the response been back with the masses in India?
No, it is tremendous response. Both, of course, wherever he is going, the response you are yourself experiencing.
Correct.
I mean, I can tell you in Dubai, we have planned this program just in 10 days' time.
Wow.
And we are still 4 days to 3 days to go. we had to perforce close the registration because it has crossed 50,000 already.
Whoa.
So that is a kind of enthusiasm we see from the diaspora community. But back home in India, people have great hopes on our Prime Minister. They see in him a different leader who is committed to the development of the country, who is committed to transforming India into a real developed nation in next 4-5 years' time. So there is tremendous hope, expectation. After all, we have three major challenges to meet. Our government has three major challenges. One of them is, unity of India. And Prime Minister is working very diligently to, achieve unity.
Right.
Wherever he goes in diaspora meetings also, we make sure that all the organizations take part. It's not a party event. It's not a community event. It is an event for entire Indian diaspora.
Wow.
Every religious group, every language group should join. That is the whole effort. In your California also, more than 200 organizations have come together to welcome our Prime Minister. Right. That is the story everywhere. So we have to create unity, we have to create prosperity, and we have to create security for India. So Prime Minister is working in all these three areas, 24/7.
Yes, and of course, we all know, sitting here miles away from India, what a wonderful job Modi ji actually is doing. In fact, the Prime Minister's office is doing an excellent job in terms of raising awareness about their vision for India as well. Right. And I would call all the bandhus listening to us right now to, if at all you guys even care about India, you have to be there at the event. Right. Talk to your organizations locally. There are a lot of community organizations, as how Madhaji has now said, 250 community organizations actually joined together to make this happen in September. So
that's right. Anybody who's looking for the welfare of India, regardless of where your roots are right now, where your Karm Bhumi is right now, definitely be part of it, Bandhujan. And we are in conversation with the National General Secretary of the BJP, Mr. Ram Madhavji, who is joining us on the air. And we hope to be able to talk to you and also other members who, as and when we get closer to the dates, and to get more information about what's going on. And we really want to thank you so much for joining us today and sharing this information with us. Is there anything that you want to leave for our bandhus as a message before you go?
I just have one message. If you love India, if you love the people of India, join our Prime Minister. If you can physically attend his event, because after all, entry is restricted, they have limited number of seats. If you get into the place, you are lucky, you can listen to him directly. Otherwise, please join him in his great endeavor to transform India into a developed nation.
Wonderful. And thank you so much for taking the time, coming on air and sharing, giving us an insight into this vision that the Honorable Prime Minister is going to be sharing here, sir. And we want to thank you so much for joining us, because it is in the wake of the Independence Day celebrations here. And we are really honored to be talking to you and to be connecting with our motherland. Literally this entire week we've been doing Independence Special on the radio, and it's wonderful to be talking to you today and getting this info from you. And really, truly, Mera Bharat Mahan, and Jai Hind to you.
Jai Hind to you, sir.
Thank you, and happy Independence to all the viewers.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so
ये
much.
जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है